first guest for the Monday edition of Wish Connect. So our guest for tonight is a Filipino actor-singer who gave life to the tragic character of Joy in international hit music. Of course, Miss Saigon. So he is also the voice behind Wish 107.5's anthem, which you get to hear from morning till nighttime. Let's welcome now Gerald Santos. Hi.
Hi, DJ Jenie. And hello to
Hi.
all our viewers. Hi. Hi.
How are you doing? Kumusta ang quarantine mo ngayon? Can you tell us about your experiences?
Ayun, quarantine. So actually, I'm still trying to, to adjust dito sa new normal. But then I still keep myself productive pa rin naman while in quarantine.
Well, that's good to know. So what activities yung mga busy? You know, besides siguro singing, are you into gardening now as well? Or nanunood ka ba ng mga series now? Tell us about your experience and what you do at home.
So, like for the first month, because we're doing a new musical, actually may project sana kami. So, obviously na mapopostpone muna siya because of this pandemic. So, during yung first month, I was composing music for this musical. So, I composed music as well. So, yun yung una na pagkabisihan ko. And then, yeah, the usual, I work out, I read books, I love reading self-help books. And, ano pa ba? Yeah, actually gardening na natutunan ko na rin. And,
wow.
Yung dog ko, na-train ko siya dahil ang dami kong time for her. And then, what else?
Aww.
Cooking. Yeah.
So talagang masasabi natin na Gerald Santos has done a lot at home during this quarantine period. You know, I just feel the need to say this, pero Gerald, thank you so much for taking time to join me and our wishers here on the Monday edition of Wish Connect. Alam mo talagang very close ka to our hearts, knowing that we get to hear your voice every hour, every day on the airwaves of Wish 107.5. Sabi ko nga, from morning till nighttime, it's Gerald Santos on Wish 107.5. Siguro talagang there is something about the voice that every time you get to sing, you tell a story. Ganun siguro talaga pag, alam mo, theater actor ka. And speaking of which, no, let's talk about what you've been busy with before this pandemic happened. You mentioned you were supposed to be having a project. It's a musical. And as we know, same period last year, you had your homecoming concert fresh from your stint on Miss Saigon. Pero kwentuhan mo naman kami, how was it like, you know, being able to travel to different countries and being able to sing and act in front of huge crowds?
It was such an amazing experience, yung Miss Saigon. Talagang it's priceless, I would say. Kumbaga, waving our flag internationally sa United Kingdom and sa Europe, it's an amazing experience. And talagang pinapatunayan natin doon yung galing nating mga Pilipino, talagang hinahangaan tayong mga Pilipino doon sa United Kingdom and sa Europa. And after that, I had my homecoming concert. I've been very busy actually after just nung pagka-uwi ko galing Miss Saigon. Yung homecoming concert ko, and then I did Sweeney Todd with Miss Leia Salonga and Jet Pangan.
Yeah.
And then I did San Pedro Colong sa the musical, yun yung nireprise ko yung role. We did it sa Music Museum. Yeah. And then I had a solo major concert also at Resorts World noong December. So I was very busy. Ang ganda ng momentum. I even shot a movie with Marion Honor. Actually, I have a movie with Marion Honor. It's entitled
Wow.
Togs. Yeah, Togs. In short of Tugtugan. Ayan. Ang dami kong ginagawa. But then yan, medyo muna nahinto muna because of COVID.
Oh, sabi mo nga yung momentum talagang it was already there, and that singing and acting have been really a a part of your, life before this pandemic happened. But because of this, talagang masasabi natin na there has been a hiatus in all industries. Maski chef ka man, artista ka man, DJ ka man, singer ka man, performer ka man. But if we are to ask you now, Gerald, what do you miss the most about performing on stage?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, DJ Jenie. You got muted.
Ayun, sige, let's repeat the question. Yung internet ko yata kasi ang bagal eh. Pero if we are to ask you, as I said, maraming mga bagay ngayon yung suddenly tumigil, di ba? Sabi nga ni Moira sa kanya, parang tumigil ang mundo. It's what's happening now. Mm-hmm. There is an abrupt change because of this pandemic. But if we are to ask you if there's one thing that ano yung namimiss mo about that?
If there's one what? Sorry, naputol yung signal.
If there's one thing na namimiss mo about being on stage, ano yung...
If there's one thing namimiss ko on stage, it's yung pakiramdam ko kapag ka nararamdaman ko yung energy ng audience. Yung excitement sa mukha nila, and yung energy nila na excited sila na nandun sila sa event na yon. And yung kaba din, of course. Actually, kahit na matagal na rin ako nagpe-perform, may kaba pa din. Alam mo, pero yung maganda siyang kaba, yung magandang pakiramdam na kaba na I can use it to my advantage. I use it as my energy. Ayun, to push through the performance. And so sadly, medyo hindi ko uli makikita yon for maybe a couple of months. But I'm hoping na babalik din tayo sa normal.
Yes, sana talaga. Kaya let's keep on wishing and let's keep on praying, diba, Gerald? Pero I loved what you said about that feeling of being nervous whenever you are on stage. I mean, I think talagang it's part of the show, no? And sabi mo nga, just as long as you can use that feeling to your advantage, maganda yon. At talagang laging nandyan yan. And that's how you keep your feet on the ground talaga. You know, Gerald, just to share with you my personal observation regarding theater here in the local scene. Nakakatuwang isipin na more and more Filipinos are starting to see the beauty and art in musical theater. And since this pandemic began, maraming mga musical theater ang nag-free streaming online to encourage everyone to stay home. And because of that, we get to hear more and more people saying, gusto ko na rin mag-teatro, gusto ko na rin maging theater actress. So with that, what advice can you give those planning to pursue their love for theater? And how can we actually show our support for, the theater scene here in the Philippines?
Actually, I'm very happy with that as well. Talagang nagbo-boom ngayon yung musical theater scene dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. I'm really happy. At talagang, actually before the pandemic, ang daming naka-line up ng mga shows na dapat ipapalabas. Nagulat na nga lang ako na ganun naka-boom kasi I was away for a couple of years. But then I was so surprised na ganun recognized yung musical theater dito sa atin. I even you mentioned a musical na pinalabas online. I saw musical na po, the Apo musical, and then the Huling El Bimbo. I saw that as well. Ang gaganda talaga ng mga musicals na to. Grabe, sobrang inspiring. Rock of Ages. Ang may advice ko sa mga aspiring theater actors and actresses, hindi talaga biro ang theater. Iba yung discipline, iba yung level of discipline, yung ibang klase. Talagang kailangan disiplinado ka sa lahat ng bagay, sa oras, sa sarili mo, kasi lalo kapag ka nag-rehearsals na kayo, imagine you would rehearse for 2 months for a show. You would have a regular schedule. It's like an office day job. And kailangan, ma-maintain mo yon from up to the end. From the beginning, ng rehearsal, hanggang mag-show kayo. Yung after 2 months of rehearsal, and then you would have a show. Maybe dito sa Pilipinas, usually it runs for like 2 to 3 weeks. So up to there, kailangan you would take care of yourself, talagang keep healthy, Huwag kayong pabaya. Saka na muna yung mga gimmick, saka na muna yung mga Friday night outs, alam mo yun. Ang daming sacrifices. Ayun. Sobrang daming sacrifices ng theater. Actually ako, when I was doing Miss Saigon, because I did it for a couple of years, medyo napapunta na siya sa katawan ko. Pero for the first 6 months, talagang grabe. I isolated myself sa lahat. Nagtataka na nga yung mga kasama ko kahit yung mga British na mga katrabaho, kahit yung mga Pinoy na iba na, bakit hindi ka man lumalabas, hindi ka, sa day, kasi I would do 8 shows per week at that time. Tapos meron lang kaming 1 day na day off. Yeah, may 1 day off lang kami in a week. And yung one day na yon, I would just use it to rest. Hindi ako magsasalita. No speaking, no singing. Talagang just keeping myself healthy. For the first 6 months, imagine, I have no life at all. Talagang grabe yung adjustment. Kasi actually, it was my first time din to be away from my family. Ang daming struggles ko rin na napagdaanan. And ang dami ko rin natutunan along the way. Alam mo yun, hindi lang nag-grow ako, hindi lang as a performer, but as a person as well. Because I learned how to manage my time. I learned how to cook. I learned how to yung pag-aralan yung transport system nila doon, ako lang mag-isa dahil di pa ako marunong gumamit ng Google Maps at that time. Alam mo yun? Grabe yung experience, but looking back, pinagkatawaran ko na lang siya dahil yun, kumbaga learning experiences ko yun, and it sure made me stronger.
Wow, nakakatawa naman. So, Gerald Santos, para sa'yo talagang it takes a lot of sacrifices, hard work, and discipline para mag-succeed ka dito sa musical theater.
Yes.
We first heard Gerald Santos sing on national TV on Pinoy Pop Superstar. Oh, diba? It was a very different genre of music that you were singing back then, diba? Hanggang. And hearing Gerald Santos now on stage, it's all there. A variety of genre now. And this only shows how versatile of a performer you really are. And that's amazing. And this is also inspiring dahil alam mo naman, marami sa atin ngayon, we're scared to make a move and try out other opportunities, believing that, we might fail. But what you've done so far is a solid proof, Gerald, that you can be anyone you want to be. So pwede ka maging doktor and have a sudden change of heart and be an artist, diba? There's no right or wrong in the process of finding yourself and your passion. So with that, ano namang advice yung mabibigay mo to those, having struggles in choosing which career path they should take, especially now that most people are having existential crisis because of this global pandemic?
Thank you for those kind words, DJ Jenie. Ang may advice ko sa kanila, basta no talaga yung magpapasaya sa kanila. Ano yung nasa puso nila. Hindi kasi itong yun nga, as I said, this takes a lot of discipline and sacrifice. Like ako kasi medyo ang boses ko medyo maselan, so talagang kapag I have a performance, I would not eat chocolate, I would not eat ice cream, I cannot eat dairies. Depende yun sa singer, depende yun sa performer. Minsan naiinggit ako sa mga performers na even kumakain sila ng mga bawal, nakakakanta pa rin sila. Pero ako, kaya it takes a lot of sacrifice. So, isipin nila yung mga bagay na yun. Isipin nila yung mga bagay na yun na, kumbaga kaya ba nilang isakripisyo yung mga bagay na yun. Na it seems na maliliit, but sometimes medyo, syempre, yun yung magpapasaya rin sa atin Alam mo yun. So, think it over and over again kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin, kung ano yung magpapasaya sa'yo, kung ano yung masaya ka. And if you really want this, just know that this is a constant learning. Hindi to kapag pumasok ka sa industry. Kuwari, mag-perform ka bukas ay tapos na. Kumbaga, no, this is a constant learning. You have to hone your talent constantly. Like yun, yung kanina, babalikan ko, yung question mo din, ano yung pinagkakabisihan ko during this lockdown. Actually, I've been singing a lot. I've been learning a lot of new songs as well. Para, sabi ko nga, para kapag bumalik na uli sa normal, mas marami akong repertoire, mas marami akong makakantang iba. So, ayun, constant yung learning, alam mo yun. So, part yan ng pagiging artist. So, ayun, basta know what's gonna make you happy, and if you want this, know the pros and cons, and just continue to hone your craft.
Wow, that's really inspiring coming from the Prince of Ballad himself, Gerald Santos, diba? Now that, everything has changed, Gerald, because of this global pandemic, alam naman natin so many lives have been claimed by this virus. Marami sa atin ang talagang naapektuhan na sa trabaho natin. Pero sabi nga nila, diba, it's impossible to get back to the normal. That's why they prefer to call it the new normal. Pero bilang Gerald Santos, ano sa tingin mo yung hindi magbabago kahit napasukin mo pa yung new normal na itong sinasabi nila?
Ang hindi mababago sa akin? You mean?
Yes, ang hindi magbabago. Okay, Jer.
Hindi magbabago sa akin. Okay. Ano yan? Parang segue yan mamaya. Sige. Bale, hindi magbabago sa akin yung...
Nadali mo yan, ha?
Parang alam mo yung ano ko. Sige.
Okay.
Hindi magbabago. Bale, my passion for this craft, my passion for singing, it won't change. It won't change definitely. Nandiyan pa rin yan. This is my first love. Kahit na may mga personal struggles din ako, may mga personal na mga pinagdadaanan din ako. Minsan, parang napanghihinaan ka na rin ng loob, alam mo yun? Lalo pa because of this pandemic, ang daming nawalan ng trabaho, lahat kami mga artists, wala tayong mapag-performa, walang events. Nakakalungkot, di ba? Nakakapanghinaan ng loob. Pero, yan, at the end of the day, you will go back to the drawing board. And bakit ka ba pumasok dito? I want to share my music. I want to sing. I want to express myself. This is my outlet. So, I'll just keep on going.
Wow, that's really beautiful. And since sabi mo nga talaga, ito na yung pa-segue na talaga. I-segue na natin. Speaking of hindi magbabago, here is the Prince of Ballad, Gerald Santos, with his song, Hindi Magbabago, only on Wish Connect on Wish 107.5.
Alright, so for my song, this is part of my 4th album entitled Gerald Santos, The Prince of Ballad, an OPM Revival Collection. And this is my own version of the song Hindi Magbabago, originally sang by Mr. Randy Santiago. Para po sa inyo lahat. para sa atin, ngunit iba pa rin nangyari. Walang tatalo sa lahat ng dinanas ko. Anong nanais na ika'y mapasa aking muli at hindi magbabago ang gusto ng puso ko. Wala nang hahanapin pa kundi pag-ibig mo. May hiwagang natanto mula sa una pang tagpo. Mananatili ito at hindi magbabago. Kahit malayo na'y malapit ka pa rin sa aking puso. At hindi magbabago ang gusto ng puso ko. Wala nang hahanapin pa kundi pag-ibig mo. May hiwagang natanto mula sa una pang tagpo. Mananatili ito, mananatili ito, mananatili ito, at hindi magbabago. Maraming salamat po.
And that was the Prince of Ballad, Gerald Santos, with Hindi Magbabago. Of course, we're on the Monday edition of Wish Connect. Hi, Gerald. He's still with us
DJ
tonight.
Jenie. Yeah. Yun, hindi magbabago.
Wow,
So, hindi
thank
talaga
you so much
magbabago.
for blessing us with such powerful and angelic voice. Hindi talaga magbabago even as we approach the new normal. Sabi mo nga, you are gonna remain passionate with what you do. As a matter of fact, you know, you are very much consistent in educating yourself pa para marami ka pang maging repertoire and marami pa talagang genre of music that you can sing. So Gerald, right now, speaking of hindi magbabago, as part of our surprises for you, well, we're gonna be joined by, of course, your very loving and supportive fans. So talagang masasabi natin, hindi nagbago ang pagsuporta sa'yo since day one. So let's welcome now.
Wow.
All right, 39 years old, and he'd like to call himself a quiet fan and supporter of Gerald since he won Pinoy Pop Superstar. 14 years na raw siyang fan ni Gerald Santos. Let's
Wow.
welcome DJ Jacinto. Hi!
Oh.
Hi, hello. Magandang gabi. Hi Gerald.
Hello,
Thanks,
JJ.
DJ.
Hi. Grabe
Magandang gabi.
naman. Salamat.
Yes.
JJ, kumusta
Yes.
ka naman ngayon? Tell us about your quarantine experience and ano yung gusto mong sabihin kay Gerald Santos ngayon?
Well, I'm pretty much good, DJ Jenie. Ayan, Gerald. Since March na naka-quarantine, busy naman ako sa dahil nga naka-quarantine ay working with my neighbors. And mahilig kami magluto ngayon. Tapos, nag-experiment ng mga lutuin.
Wow.
Tapos, ngayon, we're preparing for the tutorial ng mga kapitbahay namin, mga bata, since wala pang klase. But we're trying to help them now in preparation for the online distance learning and also with my work. So, kasi I work in school. So, we are preparing for the synchronous and asynchronous ODL. Ayan, kay Gerald, of course, super fan ako nito. Kay Gerald since 2006 nung manalo siya ng Pinoy Pop Superstar. And I admire his discipline and love doon sa craft. So talagang saludo ako kay Gerald. Sobrang support all the way. So kahit walang masyadong activity, nakasuporta pa rin kami sa mga online na engagement ni Gerald. The latest was he's being the guest speaker of the Mind and Integrity College. Grabe yung inspirational message mo for the graduates. So, ibang klase.
No, thank you, JJ. Thank you. Miss ko na kayo.
So with that, Gerald, ano gusto mong sabihin naman kay JJ?
Ayun, JJ. Actually, na-meet ko si JJ nung December. Ayun, nung Christmas party ng Team Gerald. Nandun siya. Sagulat ako na sabi niya nga, he's been a fan since 2006. So, nagugulat lang ako pagka ganito na kahit ang tagal na nung nakalipas, kumbaga, nandito pa rin sila. Alam mo yan, katulad ni JJ. And it's really inspiring. And ito yung mga tao, kapag nakakarinig ako ng mga ganitong storya, pag nakakarinig ako ng mga words from them na napasaya ko sila or napaiyak ko sila doon sa kanta ko, ito yung nagpupush pa sa akin eh. Ito yung nagpupush pa sa akin. Ito yung nag-i-inspire pa sa akin. Lalo kapag madalas talaga napanghihinaan ng loob. Alam mo yun, hindi talaga may iwasan yun eh. Magkakaroon ka ng duda sa sarili mo, magkakaroon ka ng maguguluhan ka, alam mo parang minsan gusto mo sumuko. Pero kapag nakakarinig ako ng mga salita na galing kay JJ, sa mga katulad ni JJ, sobrang nabibless ako. So JJ, for that, thank you very much. Salamat sa solid mong pagsuporta since 2006. And
yes,
I hope ay hindi ka magsawa. And basta hintay lang tayo. Marami kaming surprises. Marami kaming surprises para sa Team Gerald and para sa iba ko na ring followers, even internationally. Ayan, marami kaming sorpresa. Kaya abangan nyo lang yan. And thank you. And mahal ko kayo. Mahal ko kayong sumusuporta sa atin.
Thank you. Mahal ka din namin. True and true.
Oh, ang saya naman, di ba? And how lucky, JJ, na narinig mo to personally from the Prince of Ballad himself, Gerald Santos. So with that, JJ, sabi mo, you've been a fan of Gerald for over a decade now. And
yes,
you can still remember that exact moment in which sinabi mo sa sarili mo, I am a fan of this young boy right here on TV. What was that moment, and what's that exact thing that made you fall in love with Gerald Santos as an artist?
Well, yung unang pasok niya sa Pinoy Pop Superstar when he sang Hanggang, it was an almost perfect score. So that time when I saw him on TV along with my neighbors and my family, when we were watching the television, parang yun pa lang kasi very soulful yung pagkanta niya. Alam mo, tagos sa puso. So alam niyo na mga kapitbahay ko, kaibigan ko, since that moment, I became a fan. So talagang pero quiet lang ako. Hindi tawag nito, I'm not a very active fan, pero I support him ever since he started. Kahit yung mga concerts, medyo busy sa work, pero bumibili ako ng ticket niya. Hindi ako makapanood, pero I made it a point na lagi kong sinusuportahan kung ano man yung project ni Gerald, no? Yun. He was very young, pero you could see the sincerity, yung genuine and soulful na pagkanta niya. So, ramdam na ramdam mo. So, sabi ko makita ko siya parang mananalo si Gerald because he can really connect with his audience. So, very sincere. You know, the soul in his singing. So, dun pa lang, tawag nito, minahal ko na si Gerald. So in fact, I kept yung Philippine Star na news when he won Pinoy Pop Superstar. I kept it in my scrapbook up until now. And among the CD that I bought, yung sa album ni Gerald, I always treasure yung first album na binili ko, yung this one, Pinakahihintay. Ayan, nakatago talaga siya. His first, ang tawag nito, pumila pa ako sa mall para magpa-autograph kay Gerald. So this is one of the most treasured is from Gerald. So yung mga first. So hanggang ngayon naging active lang ako sa group because of Ate Tess sa Team Gerald. Last December, I am not usually a very avid fan, pero kay Gerald sabi ko lahat naman yung gagawin ko because I really love him, and yung humility niya, he always keeps his feet on the ground no matter how successful he is right now, mga international exposure, and yet he remains to be humble. In fact, is very good example ng mga kabataan. Lagi kong sinasabi sa mga bata, mga pamangkin ko, sa kapitbahay ko mga bata na you look up to him kasi he's a really an epitome of the one who's really aspiring to reach his dream. Tapos sobrang mahal na mahal niya yung craft niya. So, pero he keeps his feet on the ground. Yung humility and yet very successful. That's why I love Gerald kasi nakikita mo yon. Never siyang nagbago. He's so accommodating. He's so friendly at kahit sa mga bagong fans o yung mga luma na niya, yung mga dati pa, sobrang bait ni Gerald. Sobrang bait. Wala akong masabi. Super saludo. Yes. He's an epitome of a very good actor.
Wow. Really kind and nice words, diba? Nakakatuwa naman. Pagtulog lang daw, JJ. JJ, thank you so much for keeping us company tonight. All right? So, I hope to see you soon. Then, sana talaga magkakita-kita tayo sa event ni Gerald or sa mga musicals niya in the future. So, right about now, Gerald, I hope you like that first surprise. Pero we still have a lot in store for you this evening. So, let's welcome now. All right? Another fan of yours. 27 years old, and sabi niya, sin contender daw to being the champion of Pinoy pop superstar. Until now, supporter daw talaga ni Idol Gerald. Let's welcome Javel de la Cruz. Hi, Javel!
Hi po! Hi, Idol!
Hello, Javel! Hello!
Hi, Javel! Ano gusto mo sabihin kay Gerald?
Ayan. Hi, Gerald. Of course, mag-iingat ka palagi. Siyempre, ngayong quarantine, miss na miss ka ng buong team. Sana good health, more album. Sana yung unreleased mong album sana ma-release na para naman makabili na kami at magpakinggan namin pa sa Spotify. Sana kinakabahan ako. Hindi. Sana more concert at napanood ka na namin on stage at makasama ka namin ulit. Yun. Miss na miss ka na namin at ng buong team.
Oh, diba the way that they talk to you, it's like you're in a one family. Parang mga relatives lang kayo na hindi magkasama this quarantine period. And I guess talagang yun yung nakakatawa about your fandom, Gerald, that even after so many years, talagang decades pa, kung tawa, marami ka ng lugar na napuntahan, different countries, you performed in front of different people. Talagang may masasabi kang mauuwian ka here back in the Philippines na matatawag mong tahanan. And it's all because of them. So, Javel, right now, ano yung exact moment na nasabi mo talaga sa sarili mong, I am a fan of Gerald Santos? When was that exactly? 14 years ago?
Since nung 2006, kasi masyado kasi siyang super humble. Kaya nung time na hindi ako active, nung lumipad siya from Miss Saigon, sabi ko sa sarili ko, gusto ko siya mapanood on stage at makita. Kaya nung hindi na ako busy sa work, ayun, lagi na akong active at present sa mga events niya, sa mga concerts, lahat. So yun yung last nakita namin is yung San Pedro Calungsod. Kaya tuwang-tuwa ako nang makita at makasama at marinig ko siya on stage. Nakaka-proud. Yun.
So Gerald, ano ngayon yung message mo para kay Javel na fan mo na talaga for over a decade?
First of all, I would just like to say na grabe kayo Wish, grabe kayo DJ Jenie, pinapaiyak nyo ako. Talagang so heartwarming for me. Thank you for doing this and to reconnect with them sa mga supporters ko dito. And Javel, thank you for taking your time to be interviewed here. And ayun, di ko ma-explain na I'm speechless na after all these years, ganun pa rin yung pag-support niyo. Hindi ko ma-imagine na
lagi kami nandito.
Salamat. Like nga sabi ko, ang daming struggles, ang daming even now, kumbaga, ang daming naglalaro sa isip mo, alam mo 'yun, pero yan, kayo yung nagpapanatili, kayo yung nagpapalakas sa akin, kayo yung nag-i-inspire sa akin to really push through and mas galingan ko pa, mas ibigay ko pa yung best, mas improve pa ako, mas i-work ko pa yung craft ko. Thank you. Mahal ko kayo.
Love you din, Idol.
Miss ka na namin. Iyak na rin yung fandom ni Gerald. Okay lang umiyak, guys. It's part of being human, diba? Pero I'm sure that after this, talagang yung una sa listahan ng mga fans si Gerald Santos is to see Gerald Santos in flesh. So please, guys, stay safe talaga and keep yourself, of course, healthy amidst what's happening now. Alam natin na may global pandemics. Juvel, thank you so much for keeping us company tonight and of course for sharing beautiful and inspiring words to Gerald and to our listeners. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Juvel.
Right.
Thank you.
So Gerald, you know what? Talagang yung goal tonight here on Wish Connect is to make you cry. That's why we have our final surprise for you. So let's welcome now another fan of yours, a sales assistant and fan ni Gerald Santos since 2006. Imagine, hindi ako magaling sa math pero ang laki na ng difference between 2006 and 2020. Let's welcome now Hernani de Lima. Hi!
Hello, ma'am.
Hello po.
Hello po.
Hello, Hernani.
Hi, Gerald.
Gerald
Hello.
Santos. So, anong
Nice to
message
see
mo
you.
para sa idol mo?
Message ko lang, syempre, lagi nyo naman naririnig sa akin na talagang always support ako sa kanya sa lahat. Mga concert, theater, pati sa kanyang music na lagi ako na-inspired. Lagi kong ginagaya minsan. Syempre, mahilig din ako kumanta. Yun. Mag-iingat siya. Sana makabalik siya sa music scene, sa theater. Yun lang po.
Alright, so Hernani, can I ask you a question? Can you tell us what's your best experience with Gerald so far? After all those years, ano yung masasabi mong isang moment na maaalala mo forever?
Ako nung 2016, nakagilet ko siya. Kasama kasi ako sa mga concert, sa event. Lahat, lagi kami nakabuntot. Pati yung nag-concert kami nung sa PBA Cafe. Tapos, nito, yung 2017, naging front up artist ako ni Gerald. Tapos, nabisita niya rin ako sa trabaho.
Wow!
Travel club. Sa Resort World. Yung nanood siya ng Huling El Bimbo. Yun. maraming mga experience kay Gerald na talagang hindi ko makakalimutan.
Masasabi mo na lang na there are too many to count. Diba? So Gerald, in line with that, ano naman yung message mo for Hernani? I can really tell na sobrang close kayong dalawa, diba? So, ano gusto mong sabihin sa kanya?
Yun, Hernani, thank you sa walang sawang pagsuporta. And alam ko, you really love to sing. Kung gusto mo talaga yan, at least, actually, yun nga, nadalaw na kita sa work mo, di ba? I'm really happy that you have your regular work and then you enjoy singing as well. So, at least you're working, but then you're still enjoying dahil nagagawa mo pa rin yung passion mo. So, just keep on singing. And wag din magsasawang sumuporta. Thank you so much sa suporta mo. Yan, si Hernani kasi, isa yan sa mga, kahit saan ako magpunta, nandyan yan. hindi yan nawawala. Hindi siya talaga nag-a-absent.
Aww.
Lagi siyang present. So, thank you so much, Hernani.
And present nga siya tonight. So once again, Hernani, thank you so much for keeping us company tonight and of course for installing a smile on Gerald's face this evening. Salamat and we hope to see you soon. So please stay safe amidst this pandemic. All right, so Gerald, how does it feel like, having fans na talagang sinuportahan ka for over a decade? As I said earlier, diba, you've been to so many places. You were able to perform in front of different people, iba-ibang lahi pa yan. Pero at the end of the day, you can always come back here in the Philippines and say you have a home because of these people. You have a family because of these people who love and support you. So with that, what is your message now to all your fans, to all of your wishers? Ano ang nila here on Wish Connect?
First of all, nasobra ako na sorpresa. Nagulat ako. And tuloy ako, nagra-runny nose tuloy ako, sorry. Grabe. Buti napigilan ko yung pag-iyak ko. Thank you for doing this, Wish. Message ko sa kanila, basta never-ending thanks sa kanila. Never-ending thank you. Kasi maraming, alam mo naman ngayon, ang artists parang gadgets, kumbaga ang daming bagong model, alam mo yun, daming pwede pagpipilian. But kumbaga ako, after more than a decade of being in this industry, nandyan pa rin sila. So nakakagulat talaga and nakakataba ng puso. And you keep on mentioning kanina 2006, so medyo nahalata tuloy yung age ko. So, pero okay lang yun.
Be proud of it, yes.
Yeah, kumbaga, nandiyan na yung battle scars, kumbaga. So, thank you talaga. Hindi ko, basta ang magagawa ko na lang for them.
Diba?
Yeah, milestones. Kumbaga, ang magagawa ko na lang for them is to always give my best and promise to give the best performances na every time I perform and continue to improve and continue to grow para mas marami ako may offer sa kanila. So, ayun, yun lang yung masasabi ko. And thank you talaga.
Wow, thank you so much, Gerald Santos, for being so inspiring tonight. I'm sure maraming mga fans mo talagang really took note of every word you said because it's just very inspirational, no? Sana someday talaga makanood tayo after this pandemic. We can watch you perform live. At sana kung magbabalik pa yung San Pedro Calungsod or sabi mo nga, marami kang project talaga na naiwan because of this pandemic. So again, Gerald, on behalf of the Wish 1075 family, thank you so much for keeping us company here on Wish Connect. Hindi lang sa airwaves ng Wish 1075. Sabi ko nga, we get to hear you every day, every hour from morning till nighttime because of the Wish 1075 anthem. So again, thank you so much. Alam mo, if there's one thing talaga na masasabi ko hasn't changed about you, I think that's the heartfelt sensation that you make us feel every time you sing in front of the stage. Talagang every time you see Gerald Santos performing in front of you on stage, masasabi mo na sobrang soulful nga talaga. I couldn't agree more with what your fans have said. Pero maraming salamat for letting us feel that sensation tonight. So, wishers, right now, we're going to be leaving you with this song from Gerald Santos. This one's called I Am Yours. So make sure to keep it locked only here on the Monday edition of Wish Connect. Of course, DJ next, and she will be joined by Banda ni Cleggy, so keep it locked only here on Wish 1075. Bye, guys.
Okay, babes. I'll see you in 2 months, okay? You take care. Love you.
It's a new day and a new way to show you how much you mean to me. I don't mind if it takes forever for you to see. Oh, how I prayed each night and day, just exactly but you are to me. It would take me another life to find another you. Every day I'll be this way. Through good and bad times our love remains. And all these years till end of our days, I promise you that I will stay. And all my life this love won't fade. And evermore I am yours. How do I say I love you every day? 'Cause they're more than just words to me. And I know they won't mean anything if I can let you see. So every day I'll be this way. Through good and bad times our love remains. And all these years till end of our days, I promise you that I will stay. And all my life this love won't fade. And evermore I am yours. Beyond all the rains coming down, whatever's our fate, together we'll face each sunset